In this segment, we'll show you how the matchmaking happens. Now, this is not capitalist speed dating. Buyers and sellers know a lot about each other before they get here, so the important trust factor is already largely established. Okay, time for buyers and sellers to meet, and the matchmaking happens in several different ways. First, there's the international reception.
One of the major ways that we help our clients succeed, or the U.S. companies succeed, is through the Global Matchmaking International Reception. And this is a 3-hour evening reception in a very comfortable environment. Those companies hopefully will find partners to do business with through our commerce-led delegations, which are coming in from all those 14 or 15 countries.
Here over cocktails, you can get advice on protecting your intellectual property in one of the new markets you'll be entering thanks to this trade show.
So just because you've, say, filed a patent or a trademark in the U.S., you're not protected elsewhere. So you really have to take that extra action, think strategically about what countries you're going to be in, and then decide where you're going to protect by filing a patent or a trademark or a copyright application.
Matchmaking activity number 2 is a dedicated area on the show floor for U.S. sellers and international buyers. Private office space is available for negotiating deals.
We have private conference rooms, we have business facilities, there are refreshments, and various services for the buyers, translators that can help them talk and negotiate and introduce themselves and their products.
Commercial specialists from 15 countries walk the show floor talking with U.S. companies and gathering intelligence for their delegations. The specialists use the IBC to trade information and plan next steps.
I always let them know that they will always be helped at the International Trade Center, because there is a place where we can meet. In case they cannot contact me on the phone, they can meet me there eventually, and always exchanging information of what are the delegates' interests and how can I match that with the U.S. company interest. So I let them know what companies I'm going to be meeting at Showtime. So all this is very valuable, very helpful for the delegates.
And to all the buyers, we want to help you. That's our goal, and that's what we're here for. You not only have me, you have our network.
I usually call her, then ask, Miss Ina, can you help me with this one? Miss Ina, can you set a meeting with this one? Or Miss Ina, I'd like to visit the radio stations or network here or in some other state, because I'm going to other state after this, so can you arrange this and that?
Folks who drop by the IBC are likely to meet people from other U.S. government export promotion agencies. The Small Business Administration provides loan guarantees to exporters.
We assist small businesses through export loan guarantees, through our Export Working Capital Guarantee Program, our Export Express Program, and our International Trade Loan Program. 3 different programs designed to meet 3 different needs.
The tools are there if we really use them, and we've got SBA loans, we've got XM loans, we've got FCIA, a lot of different formats that allow us to be highly competitive and win business.
Will you be adding new jobs?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, as we increase the volume, due to hopefully easier financing, we will be hiring more people.
And the cost of using the International Business Center and all the other services available through the International Buyer Program?
It's free. Isn't that great?
Brilliant business decision.
Absolutely. Can it get easier than that?
Yes, it probably can get easier than that. U.S. companies who show up at the shows get a gift that keeps on giving long after the show is over.
Showtime is an opportunity for American companies. They can instruct our commercial specialists about what it is that they are trying to do internationally, their product or service that they would like to take to that country, and then our commercial specialists have an opportunity to respond to them with the potential demand for their product or service in that country, and any stumbling blocks that they might face entering that country, as well as potential deals that might be able to be made as a result of that meeting, and potential partnerships that might be able to be formed here at the show with the delegation members that come with that commercial specialist who is participating in the Showtime.
We have about 14 of our overseas colleagues that came to the show, and they brought delegations. And while they're here, we set up appointments for the youth exhibitors to meet one-on-one with each individual commercial specialist from overseas markets. And then we follow up with the domestic market so that they can get in touch with the company and then talk about the next steps.
Raul totally rocks. He's truly an amazing representative for the U.S. government and the commercial service, at least as for in how much he's given me to help me to export laser graphics and other products around the world.
Yeah, Steve mentioned Africa. We have a couple offices in Africa that we can help you with.
As a good example is we sold a unit into Egypt, Cairo, Egypt, one unit, and just within months we sold many more. He literally sold the product to other folks in his market.
The commercial service then helped us identify seven distributors, walked us into every single one of them in Mexico. But at the end of the day, when we're having coffee, they said, well, we've talked to all these and before, now we've talked to them with you, and here's the one that we think that you should go with. And that turned into the first year of doing business about $1.8 million. So they've earned the trust that I have in them.
We do a lot of international sales in different venues, usually in the medical industry right now. We have several units in Dubai, a couple in Abu Dhabi, a couple in Saudi Arabia, Finland and Russia, and we're working on some other foreign customers right now in Mexico and over in the Middle East too, some more different places, India. So we're having a lot of different sales opportunities. So,
what percentage of your business do you think is made up of international?
Right now I think it's about 25%. I'd like to grow it a little bit, maybe to 35% would be nice.
Our big target this year is we're looking at EMEA much stronger, especially the Middle East, EMEA, Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And Middle East and Africa really being one of our focal points in establishing new ground and starting with new distributors there.
We can already say this specific company from the Philippines is looking for you, and this is the specific person you can contact. They don't have to beat around the bush. They don't have to waste so much time in trying to identify who the buyers are.
The other major markets in the region would be Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, the Philippines, and of course China.
The government of Ecuador is very much interested in developing the country and in the technological aspect, and very much looking into bringing U.S. technology and U.S. equipment. U.S. products have always been very well regarded in Ecuador.
We had a group yesterday that got together, our Latin division, that was at your function, and apparently they've already met some Latin American contacts, so we're looking forward to expanding, definitely, not only in Latin America, but also around the world.
It's a global market, and it's a big challenge, of course, because we're not a multi-billion-dollar corporation, and as a result, we have to be very astute in how we do our sales and marketing to cover the whole globe, and it's but we've done it, and it's working.
I represent an Egyptian company. We're a broadband provider and ISP solution provider. And today I'm here in the NAB looking for manufacturers of equipment.
Turkey is 72 million people, and about half of the population is less than the age of 30 years old. So we have a very young population who is very eager for technology.
Our next big push will be Asia, through Hong Kong probably, and then kind of spreading out there. We have one of the more unique fiber network access points in Hong Kong to all of China for voice data video. So it's a massive opportunity for us, but anyone who has content requirements, voice data switching, they come to us through Hong Kong. It'll be the best prices they've ever seen.
Will there be work to do when you get back to Argentina?
Oh my God, yes.
U.S. trade shows make working in the world market easier by matching qualified U.S. sellers with international buyers. For a schedule of upcoming shows, go to this webpage on export.gov. What we learned from traveling to this show is that while the ultimate destination is buying and selling, there's a lot of value in the journey.
Over the years, I've worked with the federal government and state governments, for that matter of fact, to help us promote exports throughout the world. It was almost a natural to me.
Get out there and meet the customers and get to know the culture.
Any entrepreneur that has come up with a brilliant idea to solve a problem the American way, right? I mean, we are a land of creators and designers and engineers, right? And right now, more than ever, we need those folks to be able to have access to overseas markets.
It's an exciting time, and you know, there's never been a better time.
On my State of the Union address, I set a goal of doubling America's exports over the next 5 years, an increase that will support 2 million American jobs.
Thanks for watching.